Hello, welcome to Healing Inspiration. I am Ramona, and today's reading is how do men perceive you? So this is just how do men perceive you, whether you're male or female, if it's platonic or romantic. I'll try to pull out messages for any of those situations. So we have 3 piles for you today, and I will introduce them. If you would like to enter in for the giveaway at 3,000 subscribers, you can do that by following the instructions in the description box. If you would like to give a donation to my channel, I'd really appreciate it. I have PayPal and Cash App, and if you would like a personal private reading, you can contact me at divineinspiration77333@yahoo.com, and that's also in the description box, as well as the timestamps for these piles, but I'll introduce the piles to you, and then you can pick a pile or piles, and we'll get into your readings. Pile number 1 is the selenite heart. Pile number 2 is the red apatite. And pile number 3 is labradorite. So go ahead and choose your pile or piles and we'll get into your readings. Hi pile 1, this is your reading if you chose the selenite heart. Just to let you know, I do have a cold. I'm kind of sick, so my voice might sound sick. So I'm going to introduce the cards to you and then we'll get into your reading. From the Island Time Wellness Love Oracle, we have Coffin. Endings bring new beginnings, growth, change, liberation, and transition. Then we have the Snake. Competition, enemy, clever, malicious, look over your shoulder, the other woman. So this is how men view you. Next, from the Tarot of Sexual Magic, we have the 7 of Pentacles. Then we have the 3 of Swords. I'm hearing that song, I'm only gonna break your heart. So they think you're only gonna break their heart. For some of you in romantic senses. Then from the Tarot of Sexual Magic, you have the 4 of Cups. Did I say sexual magic? I mean the Light Seers Tarot deck. It's the 4 of Cups. And then you have the Hierophant. From the Muse Tarot, you have the Wheel, which is the Wheel of Fortune. Thinking 7-Eleven. 7-Eleven. So those are lucky numbers, and also it's a gas station. Next we have Knight of Emotions. From the Wild Offering Oracle deck, we have Change. Don't scare yourself with the next 40 steps. All you need is that one next action. You can say to love, just show me the first step and change me into one who can take it. Next, from the Goddess Power deck, we have card number 12. Something of the Ways, Patterns. And then from the Archetype deck, we have Mediator, gift for negotiating fairness and strategy in personal and professional life, respect for both sides of an argument. Next we have God, benevolence and compassion, recognizing the eternal force within yourself and others. And then we have card number 44, New Beginnings. Let this magic in my spell clear the space in which I dwell. Interestingly, we have a blue butterfly twice here. So blue butterflies could possibly be significant. And I think that's also because we have the coffin and these 2 blue butterflies, and this says change. So I feel that men see you and with these patterns. And also this like going through cycles and patterns. This shell kind of represents moving up in the world. Like, I think men see you as transforming, because the snake also like sheds its skin. So they see you as shedding your skin and getting higher and coming up higher and higher, like rising up. I also feel like there is a strong sexual attraction to you, because, or people find that you have very strong sexual energy, because we have the coffin and the snake. Now the coffin reminds me of the death card, and the death card is Scorpio, and I really feel like an orgasmic kind of energy from that, like the small death. I've heard that orgasm is called the small death. And with the snake is a very seductive type of animal. So I feel like people see you that way. And they have some level of intimidation from you, men do. Because I think you probably, it looks like here, like often you're kind of bored with them and they feel like you're bored with them and you don't really pay them much attention, and they feel also that you are going to break their heart or hurt their feelings or do something like that. Feel like they think you might reject them, even in a friendship level. Yeah, because they do feel like you're like super transformative and someone who like raises higher and higher. And with this God card, you have both God and you have the Hierophant. So the Hierophant would often be like a representative of God on earth, if you look at it as the Pope or something like that, where they feel like you are like very exalted, like God is sitting on a high throne. I feel like they see you that way, that you're very intelligent. You may have an education, or they feel as though you do have an education. You could be religious, or they see you as religious or having some kind of dogmatic type of belief, or they could, and just to let you know, this is how they see you. And like you have like strict boundaries, that you live by a certain philosophy. So it doesn't even necessarily have to be religion. I feel like they feel that they think that you have very strict boundaries and that they can't mess with you. And I do think they feel like you have a bite to you. Like with the snake, this could represent Kundalini energy as well, which is a very sexual energy. It's creation energy. Because we have this rainbow here, which I'm thinking of the chakras, and with the Kundalini rising. And also with that energy, I could see why you would be put on a pedestal from people, and people think you're almost like unreachable. Or the men, because we're talking about men here specifically. They also think that because we have patterns and we have the wheel here. So I do think they feel as though you're fortunate, but I think you've gone through a lot of different cycles, but they see you as going through cycles, the people who have known you, like you've grown up and then you've done better and you've reached higher and you've continuously come up levels. And they also see that you have invested a lot in life, in your finances, that you are always growing something, you're always changing, you're always getting better. Some of you may play a musical instrument or something. And if so, I think they really like that about you. There's a level of romance around you too. Along with that fiery snake energy, some of you could have been born in the year of the snake and even have fire snake energy. But men also feel like they would like to make romantic offers to you, or you just have the sense of romance around you. But I also feel an untouchable type of energy from you. So I think they feel in some sense that you are untouchable, and it's like, you would make me the luckiest man alive if you would just, have a relationship with me. And I think they also consider you to be, even if you have this intimidating energy, someone who is fair and balanced. You're a peacemaker, and maybe among your friendship group or your family, or even at your colleagues, they see you as someone who does make peace. You get along with everybody. You're very knowledgeable. I see a lot of intelligence here with the Hierophant and God, obviously. So they find you very intelligent. There's a lot of blues, so they probably feel as though men think you are a good communicator. I think you're intelligent to the point that like things kind of go over their head, and I think men think you're bored with most people. They don't keep things exciting, like conversation or whatever, that you like get bored with them pretty easily. Because they find you to be such an interesting person. Like, you've gone through stuff, you've like leveled up, like you have it's like you have a lot of different lifetimes within this one lifetime. And you've gone through so many phases and cycles, and you've come up in the world, and you may change your appearance, change your hair on a regular basis, like get it colored, do different jewelry, maybe different gems, or you just have had different looks throughout your life as well. So it's like once, they see you at one point and they're like, we have 444 here. And we have 2 3. So I do feel like they think you're a very stable person. Someone stable and reliable in like your work and in your ways. It's like I feel a very strong structure with you. Like I said before, men think that you have a very strong structure and probably discipline as well. Like you're a very well disciplined person. They could find that you are very seductive in your energy as well, but that you make a good friend. With this mediator card, it's like this person is holding the hands of other people, and they see that from you as well. When people are your friends, you hold their hands, you support them. I think in a romantic sense, you are intimidating to some men. We have 2 3s here, so 3 3. Maybe someone's 33 years old, or March 3rd could be significant. All right, so that's what I have for you, pile 1. If that resonated, please put a snake in the comments and like this video, and subscribe to my channel if you have not yet. If you would like to see a reading done by me, you can make a suggestion. This one was suggested by one of my viewers, and if you would like a personal and private reading, you can contact me. My contact information is in the description box. I hope you have a beautiful and blessed day or evening wherever you are in the world. Moving on to pile 2. Hi pile 2, this is your reading if you chose the red agate stone. And this reading is, what do men think about you? How do men perceive you? How do men perceive you? That's the reading. So I'm going to introduce the cards to you, and then we're going to get into your reading. First, we have the Island Time Wellness Love Oracle, and we have Self-Indulgence. Focus on self-worth, time to heal, shadow work, self-appreciation. Karmic relationship, fleeting triggers, turmoil, resentment, lessons, letting go, and loving you. Then we have, from the Tarot of Sexual Magic, the Ten of Pentacles. and the Queen of Swords. And we have the Wheel of Fortune from the Light Seers Tarot deck. We had the wheel in the last one as well. And the Ace of Wands. From the Muse Tarot, we have Three of Inspiration. And then we have the Sun. This beautiful card in the deck. From the Wild Offering Oracle deck, we have Self-Sufficiency. The ultimate self-sufficiency is relying on God. It doesn't mean hiding in a cave and saying, I don't need people. Instead, it's saying, God is my source, and I am willing to receive all the help, love, and support that wants to come to me. And then from the Goddess Power deck, we have card number 19, Gula, Healing. And the Sun is card number 19 as well. So there's two 19s here. The date of the 19th may be significant, or January 9th, or also you could be 19 years old, or something significant happened when you were 19 years old. There was a person you knew at 19 years old that is coming through here. And I oddly have not seen this card before, and this is from the Archetype deck, and we have Judge. Balancing justice and compassion, managing the fair distribution of power. Huh, I have literally never seen that card. Huh. And then from the same deck, we have Athlete. Dedication to transcending physical limits, including handicaps. Development of personal willpower and strength of spirit. And then finally we have card number 18, Best Possible Decision. Artemis, Goddess of the Bow, help me see what must be known. All right, so we have a lot here. So first of all, we have self-indulgence. So I think men perceive you as really knowing your worth, and they see you as, because we have both self-indulgence and self-sufficiency. They feel like you can do everything on your own, that you don't need other people to be there. Maybe you want other people to be there, but you have gone through it, you've learned, you've gained wisdom, and you know how to love yourself, to value yourself. You may have been in karmic relationships in the past, and I think some of that has made, I'm not saying you're resentful, but has given you wisdom, because the Queen of Swords has been through some shit, but from it she's gained wisdom. And so she's very intuitive and wise and can cut through any lies, any deceptions, and she's very quick-witted and able to distinguish that. And I think that men see you that way. Some of you may have been in military or may have been in some masculine type position, you know, that you would typically expect men to be in. I mean, nowadays, I don't think, I'm not saying that men or women should or shouldn't be in certain positions, but, you know, just that kind of thing, like military or something. But we're not that old school. We believe that women can be in any position men can be in. But anyhow, they do see you as that very self-sufficient person, that very strong, quick-witted, and you can stand on your own. And they see you happy and victorious and open-hearted as well. They see you as healing. You have the Sun, which is very playful and open-hearted, and that's healing energy too, so they see you as very healing. And with that Athlete, that you have really gained strength, whether you've gained strength physically and you are actually an athlete and you run, you do marathons, I want to say, or you lift, you work out, or you're on a basketball team, or want to say a yoga team. What is a yoga team? I know she has a dress on there, but I don't know, for some reason that outfit reminds me of a sport outfit as well. I know you may have won some competitions here as well, or they see you as like this winner, someone who carries the torch across the finish line. They see you as a winner. And they see you as expanding your horizons and someone who has a beautiful and bright future ahead of them. And with this Ten of Pentacles, like, you just have it all. I think they feel like you have it all. They probably feel like you're lucky in life. I don't see that you necessarily were just lucky, because we do have the Wheel of Fortune. So some people who probably don't know you very well can think that you have just been lucky, so, but it looks here that you actually work for things, and there are other people that do see that you've earned it. It's hard earned, your wisdom and your strength and your ability to turn negatives into positives, and being in touch with your inner child and having the victories. And then we have the Queen of Swords, which the Queen of Swords will be, I feel like, your best decision maker, because she's very intelligent, quick-witted, and she's gained a lot of wisdom, and she's usually an older woman, so your wisdom is older than your years. And then we have best possible decision and judge. So judges make the best possible decision, and people see you as very able to discern truth from falsehood, able to discern the best path to take, that you have excellent judgment, thoughtfulness, that you're fair, you're balanced, you're mature, you're a long-term commitment. They see you as a long-term commitment, or someone they'd want in their life long-term, one way or another, whether this is friendship or otherwise. And here I'm seeing there's a snake here too, and she has like a moon on her forehead. Some of you may wear head jewelry or do henna to your hands or work with herbs and things like that. Some of you could actually do some magic, or you just work with natural products. You could possibly be a Leo here, because they find you to be very passionate, very inspirational, someone that just brightens up and lightens up a room. They feel like you're open-hearted, that your arms are just open, like you're victorious, that you can be vulnerable. They find that, you're the package. You're the Ten of Pentacles. The Ten of Pentacles is the best card for relationships. So you're the long-term stability and happiness and family type person, and a person who just, you have it all, along with this maturity and stuff like that. And you may have let a lot of people go, and they still, like, hold a candle for you. They have a flame for you. And I feel you have very, like, seductive eyes. You have a really nice frame, very nice legs. Some of you may have very long hair. And it's interesting. I'm seeing either way. I'm seeing really long hair or really short hair. Really short styled. And they perceive you as both wise and mature, but also youthful and playful and independent, and someone who's going to leave a legacy. They see that you're going to leave a legacy in this world. You're someone significant. You're someone who's going to do great things. I'm hearing they see you as someone who's going to change the world. You're going to change the trajectory of the world. You really affect change for the better, because you have the sun and you have healing. You have the Ace of Wands. There's a lot of light. And I do think you attract a lot of people with this Ace of Wands. And I feel like your mind is very attractive to people as well. And we have definite Leo energy, some fire energy, Leo, Sagittarius, and Aries. And that you come across that way. So that's what I have for you, Pile 2. I hope that inspired and encouraged you and gave you some insight. If this resonated with you, please put a sunshine in the comments. Subscribe to my channel if you have not yet. And if you would like a personal and private reading with me, you can contact me at divineinspiration77333@yahoo.com. That's also in the description box. And I hope you have a beautiful and blessed day or evening wherever you are in the world. And I thank you so much for coming to my channel. Hi, Pile 3. This is your reading if you chose the labradorite. And this reading is How Do Men Perceive You? And I am sick today, so I've been kind of sick, so my voice might sound like I'm sick. And that's why, because I am. Okay, so how do men perceive you? We're going to introduce your cards and get into your reading. We have from the Island Time Wellness Love Oracle, we have soulmates. Soul connection, partnership, agreement, soul contract. Then we have the Sword and the Rose, clarity, truth, revelation, solidarity, force, honor, protection, power. Hearing the Rose by Bette Midler, if that song might be. Then we have the Eight of Swords. See, on the Eight of Swords, there's that little devil in the background. And he looks like the devil card there. And then we have the Knave of Chalices, which I believe is the Page of Cups. From the Light Seers Tarot deck, we have Justice. Libra's in the Hizao. And then we have the Four of Wands, or Venus, Taurus. Then we have the Ten of Materials. We had the Ten of Materials in the last one. Looks like there's usually one matching card from each pile. Interesting. And I think we had this in the first one. Four of Emotions, which is the Four of Cups. The Ten of Materials is the Ten of Pentacles. From the Wild Offering Oracle deck, relationship. I call on the infinite power of love to take over this union in every way. May it now fully belong to the divine. Let it unfold in the perfect way for each of us. I need and fear letting go of control. My needs are always abundantly met. Next, we have card number 44, Rhea Flow. So we have 4, 4, 4, 4. We had 3 4s in one of the other piles. Very interesting. Cool. And then from the Archetype deck, we have Mentor, passing on wisdom and refining a student's character. Some of you may be mentors or teachers, or someone who really teaches other people just in general, even if you're not officially that, and men find you to be a teacher or someone they learn from and who, like, yeah, can teach them. Then we have Gossip, awakens consideration for the feelings of others, honoring trust. Some men might think they can get the tea from you. Be like, hey, let's share the tea. And ironically and weirdly, another 4. So we have 4, 4, 4, 4. Energy, a light inside my fire divine. Energy, fill me, make me shine. All right, so first of all, people definitely see you in the context of relationship. They feel like you're a very relational person. You may be someone they always see with a person or an animal. You could have a cat or in your community. But it looks like you're always like connected to someone else. They definitely see you in the context of a relationship, friendship, community, partnership. Someone who is a very good partner, someone who has long-term stability, like someone they would like to be with forever. For some people, because it's like there's so many people that meet you and they just feel like they're your soulmate, like you just resonate. They're really these men are really, charged by your energy. Like you really shine. You really shine to people. And they're magnetized with into your energy. Like right here in the middle, we have the Ten of Materials. That's long-term stability and happiness and prosperity and abundance. And look at that person with the community. They're all holding hands around the tree. And I think people feel you are very collaborative and you're beneficial for the community. And a lot of times with this card, I feel social justice as well, but also like marriage and different levels of commitments. And also a level of beauty. We have a lot of roses on this card, and we also have a lovely rose there. And she has flowers all in her hair. But this is a very committed card, someone who's balanced, committed, fair. And with all the fours, I'm feeling balanced and commitment and long-term and stability. I think people feel like they can celebrate with you, that you have loving communication, that you're playful, but you're not someone to screw with. You have like both that soft feminine aspect to you, that receptive quality, but you also have the don't fuck with me quality. Like you will cut people off. I think it takes you a while. They see that it takes you a while. I do think there are people who would like to, they just like, you may be someone who has a lot of male friends, because it does look like male friends particularly like you. But yeah, people think that you're very good in relationships and you're someone who would be great to have long-term commitment with. So obviously we have relationship. They feel like you're a very loving person, that you're very fiery. You have a fiery nature, but you also have like this very caring aspect to you. So I feel like they see you as someone who also probably enjoys romance. Maybe you enjoy dance, writing poetry, reading poetry, hearing it. I'm hearing Shakespeare for some reason. I don't know if any of you are very interested in Shakespeare, but also in a lot of dancing. There's people dancing in this card and people dancing here. Then, I think, and this is an interesting message, some of them do think you hold yourself back sexually, so you kind of play hard to get here, but they probably think you're a freak in the sheets. You know what I'm saying? In private. Obviously, if you're old enough here. You have that, men think you have that level of mystery. Like you have it together, they love your energy, you seem like a very committed, relational person, someone to hang out with, have the tea, dance, go party, enjoy yourself, have a good time, have a few drinks. Sometimes maybe you have a few too many drinks, or you like to get the drink on, and have a few extra glasses of wine, smoke the devil's lettuce, or the devil's dandruff. No, I don't know about that, but I just think that's funny. Okay. But they like hanging out with you, having a good time, partying, and they really enjoy your energy, and I think they learn a lot from you. Like you have all these cool aspects, and I think people connect with you very easily. Throughout your life, you either have or will have, it looks like, a lot of friends. And a lot of people that will remember you. And even, like, beyond. I'm seeing even beyond, like, on the other side, you having like this huge welcoming committee of people affirming you, you know, saying job well done and different things like that. So basically saying you've touched a lot of people's lives even when you have not realized it, even in small ways. Those small acts of kindness that you may have even forgotten about actually has really affected people and their lives. It's lifted up their day. You may have talked to some people who may have not wanted life anymore at the time, and you encourage them somehow by, I don't know, a smile, an act of kindness, a kind word, a helpful hand. You did something without even knowing it. And I think this with you has happened multiple times, and people see that you're that kind of person. And you do go with the flow, and you have a good time. There's very watery energy here as well, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. And rose is the birth flower for June. And I do feel like you do have many soulmates. Like people you do connect with. And a soulmate doesn't have to be, you know, romantic, but it could be. And it looks like people do think you're their divine counterpart, and it does look like you have a divine counterpart with all these fours. And I'm thinking with this Four of Wands, 1111. And we have 11 here, which I just realized is 11. So this is pretty dang good energy. Maybe like going to fairs or carnivals or something like that. But it does look like they see you as like being a person who has a good time, but you're also like this, you connect people, you bring people together, you teach people, you lead them to new understandings, that you're probably most effective within relationship and all kinds of relationship. And that's what men think about you. Lady in the street, freak in the sheet, or man in the street, a freak in the sheets, whatever. But you like hold it all together, but they have this inkling that you have that let's get it on energy, you know what I'm saying? And this very mysterious quality to you as well. So that's what I have for you, pile 3. I hope that gave you some insight and inspired and encouraged you in some way. And if this resonated, please put a rose in the comments and like the video. Subscribe to my channel if you have not yet. And if you would like a personal and private reading, you can contact me at divineinspiration77333@yahoo.com. Hope you come back to my channel soon. Can't wait to hear from you. Have a beautiful and blessed day wherever you are in the world. Thank you. Goodbye.